Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back again to Randall R. Sadler Stadium as we get set for the final game of this four-game set. Earlham and Wilmington here this afternoon for the second game of our doubleheader. Earlham winning earlier today by a final of 5-2. Here's how Wilmington will line out in game number 3. Joey Allender will lead things off. He'll be in left field. Batting second is Shane Hale. He'll be at third base. Josh Chua hitting in the number 3 hole today in center field. Jake Hyatt, the cleanup hitter at first base. Kyle Short gets the start as the designated hitter. He'll hit fifth. Batting sixth and playing in right field, Tyler McDaniel. Nick Silvas is at second base. He'll bat seventh. Ian Brinker is hitting in the number 8 hole, catching. And Daniel Hayes is hitting ninth at shortstop. It'll be Allender, Hale, Chua, Hyatt, Short, McDaniel, Silvas, Brinker, and Hayes. For the Quakers in Game 2, Mark Gendro will lead things off. He'll be at second base. Andrew McFadden hitting second in left field. Hitting third, the first baseman, Danny Dopp. Addison Robertson DHing. He'll be the cleanup hitter. Ian Bach catching and hitting fifth. Sam Sprocket at third base, batting sixth. Brian Pinsura will be hitting seventh and playing shortstop. James Grace, the right fielder, hitting eighth. Alec Bryan in center field and batting ninth. Jared Troutman will get the start today for Wilmington in game number 2. And Joey Gerbis going today for the Quakers in our second contest. We will come back and get it underway coming up in just a couple of moments. Stay right there. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
We will see Joey Gerbis for the second time this year, making his second start, 1 2/3 innings in his first game against Wittenberg. Gave up 1 hit, 3 runs, 2 earned, 4 strikeouts, and 2 walks. No record for the right-handed freshman so far this season in his first contest, a 10.80 ERA. A little bit of a glare again will be an issue for us here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium in this second contest. For the Quakers defensively, let's see if they'll stay the same. Jandros at second. We got to check this. McFadden in left. Danny Dopp at first. Addison Robertson at the short box. Sprocket at third. Pinsura's at shortstop. Grace in right field. And again, Alec Bryan getting the start in center. So that'll all stay the same. And the only change, Gerbis from the end of game number 3. All right, so we're set and ready to go. Wilmington again will lead things off with Allender. Allender started in game number 3 earlier today, went 1 for 4. And drove in a run.
Number 2, Joey Allender.
So Allender, Hale, and Chua all due up. We've changed his name 4 or 5 times now. He probably didn't know his name now. So Allender steps in. Here we go. Official game time, 4:02. Earlham trying to go to 8-0. Swing and a miss. A good start for Gerbis. Joey again, the right-handed freshman. The wind, the pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's quickly 0-2. Gerbis, a freshman out of Cincinnati. One of 4 different players out of Cincinnati playing for the Quaker baseball team. That one is chopped foul. Quakers in game number 3, winning at 5-2. They wrapped out 10 hits. The big inning was the 3-run 6th inning, added the insurance run in the 8th. That was a inning in which they got the 3 runners on base, as we see Ian set up on the outside corner. That one didn't miss by much, and we'll go to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kyle Gorman again picked up the win, 7 innings, 6 strikeouts, no walks. Gave up just 2 runs. Here's your 1-2 pitch on the way. It's low and inside. We'll go even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gerbis with a leg kick and the pitch. Struck him out. So 2 away here in the first inning. And that'll bring up Chua.
Now batting the third baseman, number 4, Shane Hale.
Or at Hale, I'm sorry. I want to jump to Chua. I went in there for a strike. So Allender is done. Hale in game 3. I'm not sure what he did. Hale was hitting low in the order, went 1 for 3. He did not go around. 1 ball and 1 strike. I'm still filling out my score sheet here. Sorry. Here, write this down, will you? Short. Here's the wind of the 1-1 pitch. Low and outside, 2 balls and a strike. My Union will not allow this to keep happening. Two balls and a strike now to Hale. Grounded to the right side. Jandro throws to first, 2 away. Now here's Chua.
Now batting the center fielder, number 10, Josh Chua.
Here's Hayes. All right, finally got that filled out. 2 away. Chua will step to the plate, takes that pitch for a strike. I think we went from Schwa to Chua. Now back to Chua. That pitch low and outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Coach said one way. We've said 2 or other different ways to say his name, but he's at the plate right now with 2 away here in the top of the first inning. The pitch, fly ball into right field. Grace toward the line. The second baseman, Jandro, there as well. Jandro makes the catch, and that'll do it at the top of the first inning. After half inning of play, Wilmington nothing, Earlham coming to bat. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023. Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in Triple Play Fall Ball, the Softball Academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
Jared Troutman will be the starting pitcher today for the Wilmington Quakers. Troutman, a junior out of Hartville, Ohio. He will try to slow down a Quaker attack, who again 10 hits in game number 3. John Drow will lead things off for the Quakers. By the way, Troutman last year, 12 games, 3 starts, went 0-5, had an ERA of 10.13.
Baseman number 40, Mark Gendreau.
So Gendreau is up, 5.19 on the season. That pitch is low, 1 ball, no strikes. Gendreau with now 14 hits. He is driven in 9. The pitch on the way, low and outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Mark steps back in as Troutman set to throw on a breaking pitch called strike, 2-1.
Oh, come on, he's just a little point. Give him 1.
I know a lot of things that are said downstairs. They know I'm hearing it, but here's your 2-1 pitch. That one's tapped to the right side. Silvis better hurry. The throw to first in time, 1 away. Here's McFadden.
Salad, yummy, yummy. Fruit salad, yummy, yummy.
McFadden now hitting at 308.
Number 16.
1 for 4 in game number 3. Troutman with the late kick and the pitch, and the breaking ball low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Still filling up my other part of the score sheet. I will catch up eventually here. Sprocket. Here's the 1-0 delivery, low and outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Final game of the 4-game set. 2-0 pitch on the way is another breaking pitch, caught the inside corner, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch is hit foul left side as the count now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Quakers after today will be back here on Saturday. Kalamazoo will be in town. First game pitch 3 o'clock. The break-even pitch on the way, hit high in the air. Going out the shortstop and making the catch will be Pinsura, and there's 1 away. Take that back, 2 away, as we will now move on to Danny Dopp.
Now batting the first baseman.
Danny hitting .333 on the year. He has a home run. He's driven in 5. He went 1 for 4 in game 3. So Troutman set to go to work. That pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. Earlham trying to pull off a second straight 4-game sweep to open up this season and move their record to 8-0. Swing and a miss. Earlham now hitting as a team at .387. Came into the afternoon at 4:03. Quakers now 89 hits in their first 7 games of the year. This one is back up the middle. Hale at the bag, throws to first, and that'll do it for Earlham here in the bottom of the first inning.
No runs,
After
no
one inning
no errors,
on the
no
Wesley
base.
Bates Wealth
After one
Management
inning,
scoreboard.
Earlham 0,
No score. This is Earlham
Wilmington
Baseball,
0.
Radio Troy Digital Sport.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com. Earlham Baseball being brought to you this afternoon by your Richmond area Subways. As you know, each day of the week you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors, only $3.50. Every Thursday, the Italian BMT, Saturday, the Black Forest ham, and on Sunday, the meatball marinara. Treat yourself at Subway, 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. Hyatt, Short, McDaniel due up for Wilmington here in the top of the second.
Leading off the second inning for Wilmington, the first baseman, number 29, Jake Hyatt.
Hyatt 1 for 4, run driven in. And, of course, had that huge home run. First one hit for the Wilmington Quakers as he swings and misses. And quickly falls by to no balls and a strike. Gerbis with that high leg kick in the pitch, popped him up. Gerbis is there. The catcher, Bach, gets rid of the mask and will make the catch in foul territory. Nice job by Ian Bach. Well, that's a tough one there. That's a high sky. That one hit a mile in the air. And one away here in the second inning. There is Short, the DH.
The designated hitter, number 25, Kyle Short.
Short 1 for 4 earlier today. Well, that is a tough play for a catcher to make. You certainly got to locate the baseball first, as that is going to be lifted into left field. Coming on to make the catch will be McFadden, and 2 quick outs here in the second. Here's McDaniel.
The right fielder, number 44, Tyler McDaniel.
First thing Ian did, at least from a standpoint mechanics, got rid of that mask so he doesn't trip over that. Umpire gets out of the way, and then once you locate the baseball. But he's got to make that play turning around and trying to find it first, as that pitch low and inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Underway here in Game 2, final game of the current 11-game homestand as far as these first 8 games. And, of course, next week just 3, not 2 doubleheaders. Popped up foul. So 2 on Saturday and a single game on Sunday. 1 ball, 1 strike. McDaniel hitting from the left side as Gerbis ready to go to work. Bach on the outside corner of the plate, and it just missed low, 2-1. Gerbis now with the sign. Bach on the inside corner. Swing and a miss. He's way off balance on that swing. And we'll go to 2-2. The break-even pitch, and that'll be low for ball 3. Gerbis wasn't happy with his First start against Wittenberg. See if we can rebound here. That's a ground ball toward the first baseman, Dopp. He'll scoop it up, step on the bag, and that'll do it for Wilmington in the top of inning number 2. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, head to the bottom of the second, no score. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023.
Head of the bottom half of inning number 2. It'll be Robertson, Bach, and Sprocket all due up for Earlham. Robertson now batting at .458. Addison right now second on the team in hits with 11. Jandra leading the way with 14. And Troutman set down the Quakers in order in that first inning. He's ready to go to work, and the pitch is inside. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch is low, 2-0. Quakers now 29 stolen bases. Last ball game, we'll talk about those stolen bases. That pitch is a called strike. They ended up getting Jandro with 2, Robertson. Actually, Jandro got a stolen base, Robertson got a stolen base, Pinsur got 2 stolen bases, and Grace had 2 stolen bases. Ground ball, shortstop. Scooped up by Hale, throw to first in time, 1 away. Here's Ian Bach. Ian now hitting at .474. Leads the team in RBI with 12. 1 for 4 in the first game of our doubleheader.
The catcher, number 5, Ian Bach.
Left fielder Allender coming off the line a little bit, as other than that, looks like everybody else pretty much straight away. The pitch low and outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Quakers so far, you go back to the last, in fact, including this year. That pitch is low, 2-0. Earlham came into the series winning the first 11. They've won the 3 games so far in this series, so 14 straight now against Wilmington. 2 balls and no strikes. Troutman with the pitch. That caught the outside corner for strike 1. Quakers still with that Dre Davis. Getting hurt yesterday, and the hamstring will have to wait until next week. There's a swing and a miss. Of course, the Quakers, if they win this 4 games, doing it without Isaiah Shake as well. He's been out with the injury. Boy, it's a plus, though, and a lot of times you think how you react when you have a team losing so many players because of injury, but they also lose Josh Wilson. He's been out because of sickness. That one's hit foul. We'll stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. But so far, all the young players that have stepped in have done an excellent job. 2-2, one away here in the bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the pitch by Troutman, and a swing and a check foul at the plate as that curveball stayed high in the strike zone. Earlham saw plenty of 12-6 curveballs in the earlier game when only the starter had a steady diet of breaking pitches. Break-even pitch once again, grounded to the shortstop, Hale. Throw on to first, and 5 straight now put down by Troutman. Here's Sprocket. 3 straight ground balls now to Hale at shortstop. Sam hitting at 250.
The third baseman, number 42, Sam Sprocket.
1 RBI on the year. And this will be his first look now. Troutman a lot of times takes you maybe 1, twice through the order to kind of get a good idea of what the starting pitcher may have. As, again, Troutman opens up with a strike 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Outside. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the 1-1 delivery. There's another nice curveball in there for strike 2. Quakers may have to move inside a little bit this week. We're expecting it to get a little bit chilly, so Earlham for next weekend's games may not see this stadium for a couple of days. Hit deep in the hole. Hale long throw, and a nice throw by Hale to get the out. We'll move now to the third. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard,
No runs, no
Earlham
hits, no errors, no
and
runs,
Wilmington, no score.
We check 'em better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory-trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back 'em better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
Back here at Sadler Stadium as we move on to the third, Silvis, Brinker, and Dan Hayes all due up now for Wilmington. 7, 8, and 9 in their order, and Gerbis ready to throw once again. So far, both pitchers 6 up and 6 down. Silvis, the first pitch, swing and a miss. Good fastball by Gerbis. Silvis 1 for 3. Gerbis with the pitch. That's hit foul. His delivery is a lot like Jordan Christian, has that high leg kick. Does a nice job keeping that ball concealed until the last moment. The delivery on his breaking pitch or his changeup really not a whole lot different than his fastball, which makes it really tough on hitters. Gerbis is going to get plenty of chance this year to throw as this one is popped up, and that will go out of play. We will stay at no balls and 2 strikes. Silva's back in. Gerbis set to throw. Here's the pitch on the way, and he reaches out and pokes it foul. And we'll stay at 0-2. They will play out the line again for the left-handed hitter. Swing and a miss. Gerbis will strike out the first hitter, Silvis, here in the 3rd inning. There's 1 away, and here's Brinker.
Now batting, the catcher.
Second strikeout now by Gerbis.
Brinker.
And so Brinker steps to the plate, getting the start behind the plate. Go back to Grace in right field. He was, again, way off the line. He was off the line even for the left-handed hitter. Boy, sometimes that can be a real tempting to try to go that way when you see such a huge gap. As that pitch low and outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Even the center fielder now, Alec Bryan, shaded toward left field. And again, I only bring it up because it's rather unusual. Earlham generally plays every hitter straight away. Doesn't really matter who it is, lefty or righty. 2 balls and no strikes now to Brinker. The pitch. That's right down the middle for strike 1. The 2-1 delivery is a little bit outside, 3-1. Gerbis gets the sign from Bach. The pitch popped him up. Take your pick. It'll be Jandro there, the second baseman. He'll make the catch, and there's 2 away. And one thing about this young infield right now, other than your first baseman, everyone else, freshmen, they've been solid defensively.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 38.
Here's Dan Hayes. Hayes did not play in our earlier game. He has seen some action in the first 2 games yesterday. And his first look at the Gerbis pitch is low, 1 ball, no strikes. And you'll hear a little bit of a breeze, but overall in this ballpark today, it's been just very, very light. In fact, in center field, there's virtually no wind whatsoever. And another cool but a sunshiny day. Here's the 1-0, and it's in there for a strike. Gerbis now with a 1-1 pitch. Came inside with a breaking ball. And we'll go to 2-1. Well, so far, Gerbis looking much sharper today than he did in his first start, as this one is hit straight back foul, 2-2. I would imagine, again, just go back to his first game, and you're throwing your first college baseball game. A lot of nervousness early, and it ended up costing him. That breaking pitch low and outside, 3 balls, 2 strikes. He was not the pitcher of record in that contest. I would imagine he was thinking about lasting more than 1 2/3 innings. Payoff pitch on the way, lost him, and Wilmington will have their first base runner. We head to the top of the order now as Allender steps to the plate, a strikeout victim back in the first inning.
Left fielder, number 2, Joey Allender.
So Allender steps in, first base runner now for Wilmington. The pitch by Gerbis, bunt laid down, third base side, charging Sprocket. Strong throw to first in time. Bang, bang, played first base. That will do it for Wilmington in the top of the 3rd. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, we're scoreless.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
Boy, in game one, it was a offensive struggle for both teams. 1-0 through 5 until Earlham managed to get 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning after Wilmington picked up run number 2 in the ball game, tied it at 1 apiece, and then Earlham goes on to win it 5-2. But it was again just a tough day offensively for both sides. Troutman gets his final warm-up tosses. Pensura, Grace, and Bryan all due up here in the bottom of the 3rd. Pensura now hitting .273, has no home runs and 1 run driven in.
22, Bryan Pensura.
So Bryan steps to the plate as Troutman set to throw. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's low for ball 1. Troutman with the leg kick and the pitch, and the breaking ball falls in for strike 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Chopped down the third base side and goes foul. And we'll go to 1-2. The 1 ball and 2 strikes as Pensura steps back in here in the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the wind and the pitch, and this one's hit down the right field line and foul. We will stay at 1-2. Next delivery hit to the first baseman. Hyde will step on the bag as Earlham has 1 away here in the 3rd inning. Here's Grace.
Now batting.
Grace had that
number 29
impressive at bat late in the ball game in game number 3, in which he continued to battle and eventually ended up with a base hit. He'll show bunt. He pulls back. The pitch is low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. And still, I would believe the best at bat he has had this year. Might be one of the better at bats the Quakers have had overall. Troutman with the pitch. Fouled into the screen. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Grace hitting at .444. Getting some good at-bats here early. Again, with the injury situation, he's been inserted into the lineup. That one hit foul. And it looks like to me, at least from the early indications for Grace, is that James is going to come up swinging the bat. 2 for 4 earlier today, and he appears he's not going to be guys standing up there waiting to get on base via the walk. He wants to hit. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 away here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. No score. The pitch by Troutman. That one's tapped again in front of the plate. Coming out will be Brinker. Brinker will give way to Troutman, and he is safe at first base. Infield base hit for Grace. And Earlham with a man on here in the 3rd inning. Well, Brinker gave way to Troutman, and probably Brinker the stronger of the 2 arms. Here's Alec Bryan. And Earlham generally, here we go. Let's see what they'll do offensively on the base paths. The stretch by Troutman. The pitch on the way. Breaking ball is up high. 1 ball, no strikes. We'll go back once again to inning number 6, in which Ian Bach got the base hit. Pansura doubled, stole a base, scored a run. James Grace picked up a base hit, scored a run. He stole 2 bases. And that was all she wrote for Wilmington in that game as Earlham goes on to pick up the win. But that was a huge, productive inning. The stretch again by Troutman. The runner takes off. Bunt is in. That'll go off the pole to the right. As now the count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike now for Alec Bryan. Well, he was going to try to bunt it to the right side behind the runner and force Troutman, if any play was going to be made, he'd have to play it at first base. And again, as you generally know, Earlham off and running. See if they'll try it again here with Grace at first and just 1 away. The stretch, they'll throw to first. James Grace 3 for 3 in the stolen base department this year. The stretch by Troutman. Good lead by Grace at first. The pitch on the way hit foul, and you can tell now Alec trying to hit it to the right side as he falls behind at 1 ball, 2 strikes. All depends on the pitch location now for Alec Bryan. If you can get a good lead with Grace, try to stay out of the double play. Shorter lead this time for James as he's back in without any real trouble on the throw by Troutman. Grace again will have his foot just shy of the green. Takes off. This one is hit back up the middle. The second baseman Silva's charging. He will make the play at first, but they did get the runner down to second base. And Earlham has a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the 3rd. 2 away. And here is Jandro, the leadoff hitter. Mark, 0 for 1. 2 for 5 now in the 2 games.
The second baseman, number 40, Mark Jandro.
5:19 coming into this final game of the 4-game set. Second look here at Troutman. The stretch by the right-hander, and now time is called. Troutman comes set. The runner takes off. The pitch at the head of Jandro, and a stolen base once again by Grace. And now Mark. Chance to drive in a run right here. 1 ball, no strikes now to Jandro. The stretch by Troutman. The pitch. Low and away. And we'll go to 2 balls, no strikes. Kendall Baker getting the second game off. That puts Bryan in center once again. The stretch and the pitch. And it's low and outside. 3 balls and no strikes. So this is a very young lineup here today. You consider that Alec Bryan, just a sophomore. We've already mentioned the 3 infielders at second, short, and third. All are freshmen. McFadden getting the start in left field. He's a freshman. The stretch and the pitch. That's a pretty good pitch right there. 3-1 as Jandro taking all the way. Grace at third. Your entire outfield is very, very young. And that's on the outside corner. We'll go to 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Quaker leadoff hitter. Troutman trying to get out of trouble here in the third. The stretch by the right-hander, the pitch on the way, missed him low and away. And Earlham will have runners now at first and third, 2 away, and here's McFadden. And I would venture to say it'll be a safe bet that Jandro will be at some point trying to get down to second base.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 16, Andrew McFadden.
McFadden at 308 on the year, no home runs. He has driven in 4. Allender, Chua, and McDaniel all straight away as the runner takes off. Ground ball to the shortstop, Hale. He bobbles it and throws it. It's off the mark. A run will score. That'll be a throwing error. Heading down to second base, McFadden. And Earlham jumps on top of this one, 1-0. Well, Hale, you could tell he had trouble getting that baseball out of his glove. And by the time he recovered, it was too late. So that'll be an error and a run scored, and now runners at second and third for Danny Dopp.
Number 7, Danny Dopp.
Danny grounded out his only time up, 0 for 1. Dopp coming in at 333, and this one hit foul. Danny 1 for 4. Earlier today. The stretch by Troutman. And comes home with a pitch, swing and a miss. Good pitch that time, keeping it away from Danny on the outside. And now Danny out to talk with the third base coach to see, I'm not sure what that will be about. If he's on now, he's been battling a little bit of an injury. I'm not sure what it is, but they may have seen that he's a little banged up, and Steve Sakasitz now, the head coach, will come out. And there you see the discussion. I think Danny might be a little shaken up. Took a pretty decent cut, and I'm not sure if that's the reason why, but they're going to leave him in the ball game. Again, we apologize for the glare that we are getting, but and the way that sun is coming in from behind us, a little hard to avoid it. No balls and 2 strikes now to Dopp. The pitch on the way, hit foul. Another good cut by Danny. Two away here in the bottom of the third. Earlham on top, 1-0. They have gotten on top in each and every game in this series. Pretty sure that they have not even trailed in any of the 3 games. Now the 4th. Troutman checks both runners. Here's the pitch, grounded to the left side. Bly. Throw to first. It's off the mark, but keeping his foot on the bag is Hyatt, and that'll do it for Earlham here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Earlham picks up a run. We will head to the top of the 4th. Quakers on top of this one, 1-0.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning, a lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com. We head to the fourth. Earlham on top 1-0. Gerbis so far giving up just one walk through the first 3 innings. Hale, Chua, and Hyatt all due up. Hale grounded out back in the first inning. His only time he has faced Gerbis. Anytime we get some techno music, that makes Sack happy.
Leading off the 4th inning for Wilmington.
He's a techie guy.
Number 4, the third baseman, Shane Hale.
I'm with it. Ticka. All right, Hale, here's the pitch. No balls and a strike. Gerbis gets the sign. Here's the 0-1. Grounded to the third baseman. Sprocket. Boy, he has a great arm. There's one away. Yeah, we're not going to use any catchphrases, Sprocket the Rocket or anything like that. Here is Chua.
Now batting the center fielder, number 10, Josh Chua.
He did it too. Chua 0 for 1. The pitch by Gerbis. In there for a strike. The 0-1 pitch on the way, lifted into right field. Grace on the run will make the catch. And there's 2 away. Boy, Grace pretty good off the... When the ball comes off that bat, he picks it up pretty well. He's battling the sun and the high sky there in right field as well. So with 2 away, here is Jake Hyatt, 0 for 1. So Gerbis with the pitch in there for strike 0-1. Hyatt had a pretty decent series. Of course, that big home run he hit, clearing the monster in left field. That was a really big-time hit that time by Hyatt. 1 ball, 1 strike. That cleared the tallest part of the fence in left field. Only 310 down the line, but you're talking about a 40, 45-foot fence. Ground ball to Sprocket at third. A low throw dug out at first base, but safe. That'll be, I believe, they would call that an error, but because of the low throw by the third baseman, Sprocket. So a man on base here short. So Earlham picks up their first error of the ball game.
The designated hitter, number 25.
Here's short.
Short
0 for 1. Wilmington with just their second base runner in game number 2 here this afternoon, and the fastball is up high, 1 ball, no strikes. Gerbis, a long look this time into Ian Bach, who sets up again on the outside. Here's the pitch on the way, and he hit his target, 1-1. In defensive Sprocket down at third. Again, the ball got to him pretty quick, but it's a cool afternoon, getting a little bit cooler here in the later stages of the afternoon. There's a swing and a miss. We talked about that in the pregame. When it's a colder day, pitchers have a tendency not to be able to throw that softer pitch because their hands are so cold, and it certainly could be the case for Sprocket down at third. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the stretch, and a soft toss to first. That is Gerbis just letting Hyatt know he remembers him over at first base, though I doubt Hyatt is much of a stolen base threat. The stretch again by Gerbis. Runner will take off. The pitch is outside. Throw down to second, and it gets through. Yep. It will be a stolen base. So I apologize to Hyatt. So now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now Wilmington with a runner in scoring position. You see that shadow again starting to come around home plate. So again, the hitter will have to pick up the baseball coming out of the sunshine into the shadow. The break-even pitch on the way. This one's popped up to the right side. Who's going to get this one? Jandro is there. He'll squeeze it, and that'll do it for Wilmington in the top of the 4th inning. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Earlham on top of this one, 1-0.
Georgia Direct is your one-stop source for floor coverings and decorating ideas for remodeling a home, office, kitchen, or bathroom. Their showroom offers quality products from Mohawk, Shaw, Armstrong, Craft Made, and many more. They proudly offer Richmond the best quality and variety of home design solutions at competitive prices. At Georgia Direct, their goal is to deliver an outstanding customer experience from selection through installation. Georgia Direct Carpets and Cabinets, 5200 National Road East, Richmond.
Hey, this is Steve, and out of Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
At the Reed Orthopedic Center, our physicians and support team devote themselves to helping you return to a healthy and active lifestyle. Our expertise includes shoulder, elbow, foot, ankle, hand, wrist, hip, and knee injuries, as well as pain management and rehabilitation, and school athletic training programs and sports medicine. We are committed to providing you with the best possible orthopedic treatment that we can. To request an appointment at the Reed Orthopedic Center, call 765-935-8905.
The Purdue Polytechnic Institute in Richmond is part of a statewide network that offers the same technology degrees available in West Lafayette. The benefit of earning your degree at the Richmond location is that the campus is small enough to provide you with dedicated one-to-one attention while you earn your degree from Purdue University. Purdue Polytechnic of Richmond. Give them a call at 973-8228 or go to their website for more information at polytechnic.purdue.edu.
Robertson, Bach, and Sprocket all due up for Earlham here in the bottom half of the 4th inning.
Number 31, Addison Robertson.
Robertson 0 for 1 as Troutman ready to throw, and his first pitch on the way is low and outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0. And the count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. Low and outside, 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch, 3 balls and a strike. I'm trying to adjust the iris. Troutman with the 3-1 delivery, and it's low and inside. Earlham has a base runner here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Here's Ian Bach.
The catcher, number 5, Ian Bach.
Ian 0 for 1 today, grounded out back in the second inning. So Earlham a chance to get this track meet going once again with Robertson at first. The pitch grounded toward the shortstop. Hale flips on to Silvis. He'll make the turn, and so much for the track meet. There's a 6-4-3 double play that'll get 2 outs in the inning, and here's Sprocket. Sprocket, he grounded out his only time up in the second inning. It was a busy day for Hale. In fact, Hale's been part of most of the ground balls that the Quakers have hit so far, and there's a late swing, no balls and a strike. Dopp 6'3", Robertson 6'3", Bach 6'3", Sprocket 6'3", and then, of course, the double play just completed. Troutman with a pitch. Curveball outside, and it caught the outside corner. And we'll go to 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Fly ball hit to the right side, and that will drift out of play, and we'll stay at no balls and 2 strikes. If it looks like snow on the right side, it's just the glare. Go ahead and remove that bulb and see if it helps. Here's the 0-2. Chopper down the line, foul ball. We'll stay at no balls and 2 strikes. Could be worth a couple of bucks. Can't get the gain to work, can't get the Irish to work. I don't even know what detail means. Blue, red. Oh, and 2 now to Sprocket as Troutman with the pitch on the way, and boy, that's awful close. Did he get him? Yes. So Sprocket caught looking. And that'll do it for the Quakers in the bottom of the fourth inning. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Earlham leads this one 1-0.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
As an internet service provider, Parallax Systems offers reliable residential high-speed internet service and business service. With a fiber backbone reaching over 150 miles, we have created a multifaceted delivery system. Our dark fiber leasing has proved beneficial to public and private sectors alike. Parallax serves Wayne County and surrounding areas. Parallax Systems, when speed matters, a division of Richmond Power and Light.
New Vision Sports is a training program that focuses on the training and improvement of this serious-minded athlete, including all ages and skill levels. From creating customized workout plans to providing ongoing motivation and support, New Vision strives to help you achieve your training goals. Their trainers use a variety of effective workout plans based on your specific goals. New Vision Sports, 977-5831, or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z.
In the fifth inning, it'll be McDaniel, Silvis, and Brinker all due up, and so far Gerbis throwing well through the first 4 innings. He has given up just the one base hit. Actually, no base hits, just the one walk back in the third inning. And the pitch is swung on, hit down the left side. And the shortstop coming over and making the catch. Nice job once again. And going a long way to get it is Pinsura. And there's one away. So one pitch, one out here in the fifth. Here's Silvas.
Now batting the second baseman, number 22, Nick Silvas.
Silva struck out his only time up back in the third inning. And Gerb is set to throw the pitch low and inside. 1 ball, no strikes. There's a fastball in there for a strike. That'll even the count at 1-1. Gerbis will have Ian go back through the signs as the left-handed hitter steps in. The pitch by Gerbis bouncing in front of the plate. We'll go to 2-1. Just 2 base runners so far for Wilmington here in the final game of the 4-game series. The 2-1 pitch swung on and hit foul. Good cut by Silvas. Two balls and 2 strikes. Way out the line again, Grace for the left-handed hitter, and a swing and a miss. Boy, that was more of a defensive swing that time by Silvas. Good pitch by Gerbis. He strikes out Silvas for the second time. Here's Brinker.
Now batting the catcher, number 9, Ian Brinker.
Brinker popped up back in the third inning. Boy, Gerbis night and day from game 1 to game 2, and he's looking very solid here today. That one's a high fly ball, left center field. Coming in will be the center fielder, Alec Bryan, to make the catch, and that'll do it for Wilmington in the 5th inning. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Earlham on top of this one, 1-0.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hogue, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
We got this.
Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads daily. They serve great food priced for family budgets. And whether it's one of their homemade grinders, salads, or pizza, there's sure to be something for everyone in your family. Our baking process may cost a little more and take more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1161 or go to their website, mancinosofrichmond.com.
One change now for the Wilmington Quakers. They will have a new backstop. As checking into the lineup will be Casey Bottorff, the sophomore out of Columbus, Ohio.
Leading off the 5th inning for your Quakers.
And Pinsura will step to the plate here in the bottom of the 5th.
Number 22, the shortstop, Brian Pinsura.
Boy, Pinsura made that nice play that, of course, you battle that high sky, a little bit of a wind that is picked up from center field, and he went a long way to get it. That'll be bunted on the left side and foul.
Now in at catcher for Wilmington, number 13, Casey.
He traveled a long way to get to that baseball, and boy, we've seen a couple of baseballs come back. Now, it's not a great, believe me, the wind is not really blowing that hard today, but again, around home plate, sometimes it does swirl. And we've had some days here, as wide open as this ballpark is, where that wind can be kicking out straight center field, right field as well. And it can be a huge, huge problem at times for the infielders and outfielders alike. That pitch way outside. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Vanseur, Grace, and Bryan here in the bottom half of inning number 5. Troutman ready to throw. The pitch grounded toward the shortstop. He's had a busy day. Hale will field and throw, and there's one away. Here's Grace. Boy, Hale has made his money today. We mentioned it a little bit ago. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. There have been 7 different baseballs hit his way. Had the one error, but Earlham has grounded out 6 of the 7 times to the shortstop, Grace. Or take that back, Hale. I say Grace. Grace is at the plate, takes that pitch in there for a strike. Grace singled in the 3rd inning. Ended up stealing 3rd. He has scored the game's only run up to this point. As Troutman's next pitch on the way is chopped foul, and that'll go off the front leg of Grace. All hail to Grace. No balls and 2 strikes. Let's see, what time did I get here today? I am all talked out now. I've reached the 20,000 word mark, and I'm quitting. Here's the wind and the 0-2. That one's hit foul to the screen. We'll stay no balls and 2 strikes. Boy, so far just 1 combined hit through the 4 now in the 3rd innings. That pitch low, 1 and 2. We play a lot of baseball, and you talk about not just the amount of innings, but the amount of time you're here. You go through the entire pregame and batting practice and all that. You spend a full day here at the ballpark. That's hit foul, and you go through it 2 days in a row. We're talking about yesterday, as I mentioned. Depending on when the players got here, you're probably about a 12-hour day, and you're back here again the next day. It can be a really long day. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The wind and the pitch, and got him swinging. 2 away. And here is Alec Bryan. That is just the 2nd strikeout for Troutman, but he's been effective here today. Alec 0 for 1, grounded out back in the 3rd.
Now batting the center fielder, number 2, Alec Bryan.
Troutman, he has again coaxed the Earlham bats into a lot of ground balls here this afternoon as that pitch is high, 1 ball, no strikes. He has had just the 1 walk. That was in the 3rd inning, in which the Quakers of Earlham were able to score the only run of the game. The 1-0 pitch caught the outside corner, 1 ball, 1 strike. Troutman, good movement on that fastball on that last pitch, just caught the outside corner. Bonhoeffer will set up on the inside corner, swing and a miss. And Alec behind now at 1 and 2. Troutman with a leg kick and the 1-2 delivery on the way, and just got a piece of it as Alec will stay alive here in the bottom of inning number 5. Boy, generally get to game 4, you have a game in which you have tons of hits and a lot of runs scored, but not in this one so far. Popped up foul and out of play once again. We will stay at 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch, that's off the end of the bat, foul. Good job by Alec. That ball carrying off the concrete backstop. See if they'll keep it. Looks like they'll keep it in play. One ball, 2 strikes. Troutman again ready to throw. The pitch on the way to the plate as a breaking ball got him swinging. We will head to the top of the 6th inning on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard.
No errors, no
Earlham on top, 1-0.
We check them better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory-trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back 'em better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
We head to inning number 6 here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium. It'll be Dan Hayes, Allender, and Hale all due up for Wilmington.
6th inning for Wilmington. The shortstop, number 38, Daniel Hayes.
Hayes walked back in the 3rd. Well, 5, again, very solid innings for the freshman Gerbis. That's fouled away. And I think just game 1, you get all of that nervousness out of you. You got to learn how to pitch at the collegiate level. You're still just a freshman. But he is a much different pitcher here in his 2nd start. The 0-1. Ground ball, Sprocket. This time he'll fire to first, 1 away. Allender steps to the plate, 0-2.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 2, Joey Allender.
He struck out his first time up. Grounded out in the 3rd. Swing and a miss. Gerbis, by the way, giving up just 2 base runners so far. That was the walk in the 3rd inning, the error in the 4th. Wilmington still looking for that first hit. Gerbis set to throw the pitch high and outside, and that'll even the count at 1-1. I would imagine just from a one game to the next progression, the coaching staff would be happy from what they've seen of Gerbis. Breaking ball stays outside, 2-1. I was talking about Sprocket down at 3rd, and again, with it being a cool day, every once in a while you kind of peek down there, and he's trying to warm up that throwing hand. There's a strike. And the count is even at 2-2. The break-even pitch on the way, inside-out swing, hit foul. Well, they're telling us it's a real feel of 42. I would imagine with it being 45, a little bit of wind you get. Again, it'll drop that a little bit more as we go later into the evening. The break-even pitch is low and inside, 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch by Gerbis. Check swing. Did he go around? And they will say he did not. That'll be a 1-out walk given up to Allender, the leadoff hitter, and that'll bring up Hale.
Now batting.
Second walk given up now by Gerbis.
Shane Hale.
I think the other thing you see from the first series against Wittenberg to now the second series with Wilmington is the communication is much better between Ian Bach and his pitching staff. The stretch once again by Gerbis. Runner takes off. Ground ball hit up the middle. The shortstop, Pinsura, throws on to first. They'll get the out there. So 2 away. And here's Chua.
Now batting the center fielder, number 10, Josh Chua.
Chua 0 for 2. I go back to what I was mentioning with Gerbis and Bach working again together in this one. You've had now a solid 8 games. There's a base hit up the middle. Allender rounding third. Here's a throw to the plate, and he'll be safe. The throw back to second base will go through, and Wilmington ties the ball game. Their first base hit. So Chua will get credit for a single. He will drive in the game's first run and advance to second on the throw to the plate. So we're tied at 1 apiece. Here's Hyatt.
Now batting the first baseman, number 29, Jake Hyatt.
More often than we would like to admit, that walk comes back to Herches. Allender scores the only run so far for Wilmington, and again it was off the walk as that one is hit foul. So everything is ones across the board. Hyatt popped up in the second inning, reached on an error, stole a base in the fourth. So now let's see how Gerbis will respond. Long look by Gerbis. The right-handed hitter steps in. Bach sets up on the outside corner. Time is now called. No balls and a strike. Gerbis, a check of the runner at second. And he'll come home with a pitch and misses low. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Of course, as that sun continues to set in the west, some of that glare will go away. You see some shadows coming in over the left side. 1 ball and 1 strike once again to Hyatt. The pitch. Grounded back up the middle again. Pinsura bobbles it, and the runner will head to the plate, and the throw is in time. Add a way to stay with it. So that will do it for Wilmington here at the top of the 6th inning. They do tie the ball game on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. We're tied at 1.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
Little Sheba's Restaurant and Zini's Place. Come join us in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue or at our newest location in Centerville at 129 East Main Street. Grab one of our gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, plus more in our smoke-free environment. 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home.
Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
John Drow will lead things off, followed by McFadden and Dopp, as the Earlham Quakers now tied with the Wilmington Quakers here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And a big cut by John Drow will be fouled away, and he falls behind to no balls and a strike. Mark walked in the 3rd. He is 0 for 1 here in the final game of the series. Troutman ready to throw, and the breaking ball hit foul and quickly 0-2. He has a pretty good, speaking of Troutman, he has a pretty good 12-6 curveball as well. That can be a real frustrating pitch if you're not prepared and don't see it very much. Here's the 0-2. High pop-up in the infield. Silvis, Hale. It's Hale making the call and the catch, one away. And Earlham continues to struggle here in the 6th inning. Here's McFadden. McFadden reached on an error back in the 3rd. That's when the Quakers scored their only run, but they left 2 runners on base in scoring position. And here's the pitch by Troutman, and his pace has picked up a little bit. No balls and a strike down to McFadden. He just gets the sign and throws now. Ground ball, shortstop. Hale bobbles it. The throw to first, and I'll tell you what, that is tough right there. I thought he beat it, but they will say there is an out for McFadden. And Earlham 2 away, and here's Danny Dopp. Danny 0 for 2.
Number 7, Danny Dopp.
Troutman's pitch on the way, foul tipped. And it's no balls and a strike. I know at times for you at home you can't see much here on the right side. Almost looks like just a black dot. That is actually the first baseman. Second baseman has a little shadow out there too. Here's the pitch. Inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. We will fix that if we have to make one of my partners get up there and fix it. That pitch low and inside, 2-1. There's 2 of them here in the box, and neither one of them are willing to do it. See? You know, I was a young kid. I'd do anything for anybody. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch by Troutman. It's low, 3 balls and a strike. Let's see if we can get this guy on right here and get Robertson going. Could be $5 in it for you. Here's the 3-1 pitch. And it's low and outside, ball 4. Well, if we get any complaints, I'll send him your way. Here's Robertson. Robertson walked in the 4th. 0 for 1.
The designated hitter, number 31, Addison Robertson.
Part of that 6-4-3 double play in the 4th inning, and Earlham quickly out in inning number 4. But what we saw in the 6th inning for Wilmington, they were active on the base paths. We'll see if now Danny Dopp can get something going down at first base. Troutman 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch on the way, swing and a miss. You're at perhaps the stage now in this game where you're going to manufacture something pretty quick. Wouldn't test the arm of Botorf. He has not played up until the last couple of innings. The stretch, the pitch, Low and outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Earlham had a pretty good stolen base percentage last year, and they're getting stolen bases now, not certainly at the same percentage they were a year ago as the throw goes to first. But Earlham has also had, at least in the first 8 games we have seen, they've had some runners picked off and even a couple of runners thrown out at second base trying to steal as that pitch is outside. 2 balls and a strike. Earlham wins today. They win the first 2 series as they will go to 8-0. The stretch, the pitch, and the breaking ball. Good eye that time by Robertson, and he will now jump ahead in the count. 3 balls and a strike. Troutman, the pitch. And fouled off. Good cut by Robertson. Boy, tell you, we go back to Troutman for a moment. He really hasn't been in trouble since he gave up that run in the 3rd inning. He kind of sailed through the 4th and the 5th and then got the first 2 hitters here in the 6th inning before the walk to Danny Dopp. Stretch by Troutman. And the payoff pitch on the way. Runner takes off. The pitch is low and consecutive walks. And Earlham has runners at first and second. And here's Ian Bach. Ian 0 for 2. The right fielder McDaniels has been moved over a little bit more toward the line. Chua will play it straight away in center field, but there's a pretty decent gap between center and right. And now time is called. Ian has grounded out twice. Again, 2 aways we play here in the bottom half of inning number 6, tied at 1. Each team with just 1 base hit. As Troutman checks the runner at second. The stretch and the pitch on the way. Popped him up. Chua in center coming in, and he will make the catch, and Earlham will leave 2 runners on base here in the bottom of the 6th inning. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, we're tied at 1. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery. Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
As you look at the line score on the scoreboard, I don't remember the last time we have seen 6 ones on there all at once. This late in the ball game, anyway. Top of the 7th. Short, McDaniel, and Silvas all due up as Gerbis back in for another inning of work. And, boy, you've had 2 good starting pitchers here in this one. Troutman for Wilmington, Gerbis for Earlham. And who's going to strike here late in the final couple of innings? If this goes into extras, I guarantee you there will be a walkout. We have more union employees in here than you can imagine. We do not work extra innings. Short 0 for 2. Here's the pitch by Gerbis. He'll show bunt, and he pulls back. 1 ball, no strikes. Gerbis gets the sign from Ian. Here's the pitch on the way, and a breaking ball that stays high, 2-0. Gerbis, the leg kick and the pitch. Bunt again shown, and the pitch is high. 3 balls, no strikes. Now this starting to remind you a little bit of the earlier game. Kyle Gorman went 7, but he was getting high and out of the strike zone late in the ball game, and Earlham now has a right-hander throwing, and that pitch is low for ball 4. So Wilmington gets a man on.
Now batting the right.
Third walk given up by Gerbis.
Tyler McDaniel.
Here's McDaniel, but not before we have a visit to the mound, and this looks like it will be the big guy himself, as Steve Sakasitz will make his way out to talk with the freshman Gerbis. There is a right-hander throwing in the Earlham bullpen. Matt Mathias, the senior, warming up now. Last time I'd mentioned in the 6th inning, no, it was actually back in the 4th inning with Hyatt on base. I think they're going to go ahead and make the change. They have had a conversation with Gerbis, and he apparently feels he is done for the day. Maybe he has ran out of gas here in the 7th inning. Nonetheless, Earlham will make a pitching change. We will tell you about the new pitcher coming up in just a couple of moments. Stay right there. This is Earlham Baseball, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
We check them better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory-trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back them better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
Gerbis done for the day. The freshman will go 6 innings. He is still the responsibility with the runner on base. That is his. We'll see Matt Mathias, the senior, coming in. Mathias now making his 4th appearance, 7 in the 3rd innings, giving up 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. He is 1-0 on the season, an ERA at 3.68. The opposing batting average against him, pretty impressive, at 179. And so now he will face McDaniel, who is 0 for 2. Third baseman Sprocket will try to take away the bunt. Matt comes set. The pitch on the way, and it is a snap throw to first. The tag laid on, not in time. The pitch is outside for ball 1. See if McDaniel will square the bunt again. That'll bring Sprocket again a few more steps in. The stretch by Mathias. The pitch, this time bunted. Sprocket, his only play will be at first, so the sacrifice perfectly done by McDaniel. So with 1 away, here's Silvis. We will have a pinch hitter in set. Stepping up will be a left-handed hitter, Joy Hallback. Hallback, we saw him on the mound yesterday. He did play in game number 1 this afternoon as Hallback DH'd. He went 1 for 4. We have a pinch runner also as Antonio Miller. Miller got shaken up a little bit yesterday in game 2. He'll take over as the pinch runner down at second base, and Hallback will step in for Silvis.
Pinch running at second base for Wilmington, number 6, Antonio Miller.
So Miller in for short. Go ahead run at second base. One away as we play here in the top of the 7th inning. Matthias' pitch is on the way, and it's low for a ball. Home crowd thought that was a strike, and it looked like a pretty good pitch. Miller, good speed again. He had sprained his ankle on that fly ball into left field yesterday, took him out of action. The 1-0 pitch on the way by Matthias is fouled off. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Wilmington trying to salvage the final game of the 4-game set. Earlham trying to go to 8-0 for the first time in their history. Outfield playing it shallow for the left-handed hitter as Hallback steps in. Really crowding the plate, too, as the right-hander Matthias checks the runner, and now we'll look. Miller back to second base. Boy, if you're Matthias, you come inside on this guy. He is really crowding the plate on the left side. In fact, he is standing his knee right there on the line, and Ian will set up. Here's the pitch on the way, and a breaking ball in there for strike 2. That's a pretty good pitch. We talked about Matt coming into this year as a guy who can go long relief. They can use him at just about anywhere. Guy has a rubber arm and really doesn't get too affected whatsoever by how many innings he throws. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way, and see you later. Great pitch there by Matt. 2 away. And here is Bodorf, the catcher.
Now batting the catcher, number 13, Casey Bodorf.
Boy, in the number 7 hole, there's 3 strikeouts on the day for Wilmington. The pitch on the way, runner takes off. The throw down to third, not in time, but they laid on the tag. He came off the bag. Boy, again on this turf, if you slide late, you're generally going to come off the bag, and that's exactly what Miller did as Wilmington runs themselves out of the inning. We will head to the bottom half of inning number 7. We're tied at 1. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf and I approve this message.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. In a small town, a company like theirs cannot stay in business for as long as they have without being very good at what they do. It's not just about quality work, it's about customer service. If that's the kind of experience you want on your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Call Reynolds Plumbing today at 966-0994.
Michael Johnson will be hitting here in the 7th inning for the Quakers.
Number 25, Michael Johnson.
New pitcher also, as we will see the right-hander Bryant McCarty. He is a junior. He will take over for Wilmington, and the first pitch is hit foul. No balls and a strike. Michael hitting at .500. He's had only 2 at-bats so far this season. Here's the pitch on the way, and this one is hit foul as well. Inside-out swing that time by Johnson. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball hit deep in the hole, backhanded by Hale. Throw to first and got him. Nice play by Hale. And there's one away. Here's Pinsura. Boy, it took Johnson a while to get down the line there, didn't it?
The shortstop, number 22, Brian Pinsura.
Pinsura's 0 for 2. The pitch on the way by McCarty is lifted high in the air. And from what we can see, the shadow going that way, the catch will be made by McDaniel, and there is 2 away. Here's Grace. What a game of opportunities. Of course, Quakers go back to that 3rd inning, left 2 runners on in scoring position. They left a runner on in the 6th inning in scoring position. And, of course, you go back to the 7th inning with Wilmington running themselves out of the inning with a runner in scoring position. The pitch by McCarty bunted first base side and foul.
Now batting for your Quakers, the right fielder, number 29, James Grace.
2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. We still have 1s across the board. This might be the only game I can remember since doing Earlham baseball this late in a game where we've had nothing but 1s, and that includes hits, errors, runs. 1 ball, 1 strike. You generally never see both teams struggling offensively like we have seen here today. The pitch. Hit foul. Good cut by Grace. And he falls by to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Grace scored the only run way back in the 3rd inning. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Got him on an off-speed pitch. We head to the 8th. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, we are tied at 1.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
For over a century, Richmond Power & Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, they are advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. Richmond Power & Light provides reliable, low-cost energy and technology services in a customer-focused, environmentally responsible, safety-conscious manner. Richmond Power & Light. Together we make powerful partners.
Earlham making a change in their lineup. We'll see Anthony Morgan taking over down at third. As we head to the top of the 8th inning, Bottorff was at the plate when Miller was thrown out down at third trying to steal.
Leading off the 8th
So Bottorff, Hayes, and Allender all due up here for Wilmington. Both pitchers, the starters, long gone now, and both pitched extremely well and probably both deserved a win today. As Matt's first pitch in there for a strike. Matthias looking in once again to Ian Bach. He has caught every inning of this doubleheader today, grounded down the third base side, but foul. So Bottorff will now fall behind at 0-2. The only hit we have seen so far from Wilmington was the Chua base hit in the 6th. The stretch again by Matthias. The pitch, ground toward the shortstop. They throw to first in time, one away. That'll bring up Dan Hayes.
Now batting the shortstop, number 38, Daniel Hayes.
Pensura filling in at short. Dre Davis out of the lineup again defensively. And now Morgan in down at third. Sprocket is out of the ball game, but they haven't missed a beat yet. Their defense has been very solid on the left side. Matthias ready to throw as Dan Hayes will step in 0-for-1 with a walk, and now he'll call time. The stretch and the pitch. Another good breaking ball. That is something we've seen now from Matt Matthias and might be different from the last couple of years as he is now starting to get ahead of the hitters. And he has opened up with a breaking pitch to the last two. The stretch once again by Matt. Here's the pitch on the way. This is going to be hit toward the second baseman. Jandro throws to first and 2 away. So 2 easy ground outs here for Matthias in the 8th inning. That'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Allender.
Joey Allender.
Allender 0-for-2, a run scored. The only run again in the 6th inning. He has a walk to his credit. This will be the first time he'll face Matthias today. The stretch by the right-hander, and the pitch is on the way, and it's low for a ball. Allender struck out back in the first inning, grounded out in the third before walking and scoring the other time at the plate in the 6th inning. The 1-0 pitch. Nice pitch in there for a strike, 1-1. Well, Matthias will go as long as they'll let him. Right now, no one throwing in the Earlham bullpen. The 1-1 pitch on the way, caught the outside corner. That's a nice pitch as well, keeping it away from the left-handed hitter. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Still off the line in right field is Grace. He has now gone past the alley. He is now more shaded towards center field than anyone I've ever seen. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's hit foul. We'll stay at 1 ball, 2 strikes. He's in that fog right up there. I'm sorry. Yeah, you can't see my little arrow. Here it is right here, the telestrator. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch on the way, grounded toward the shortstop. They throw to first and a close play, but they'll get him at first as that'll do it. We head to the bottom half of the 8th inning. We're tied at 1. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
At Square Donuts, we take our donuts seriously, and apparently so do our customers. Square Donuts is by far the #1 donut shop in Richmond. At Square Donuts, we bake our donuts, cinnamon rolls, long johns, and many other varieties fresh daily. Donuts became our family tradition and business in 1967, and we've continued through 3 generations. Square Donuts in Richmond has 2 locations, including 1241 Northwest 5th Street and 3637 East Main in the Hoppy Jeweler Plaza. Square Donuts of Richmond. We never cut corners and never will.
Summit Computer Systems is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware service, support, design services, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and more. Summit Computers, 1427 Chester Boulevard in Richmond. Give them a call at 939-2120.
We will see Corey Arnold now pinch hit here in the number 9 spot for Grace, and so Arnold,
leading off the 8th inning for your Quakers,
the right-handed hitter out of Hamilton,
Corey
Ohio,
Arnold
will face McCarty, and the first pitch is a called strike. If Arnold gets on, we'll see a pinch runner. Here's the 0-1 by McCarty, and it's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Arnold, John Drow, and McFadden. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball drops in for strike 2. We will probably see now with Alec Bryan out of the lineup, we'll probably see Kendall Baker inserted into center field. McCarty ready to throw the 1-2 pitch on the way. Another breaking ball hit down the third base side, and that'll go foul. We will stay at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here is the pitch by McCarty. Another breaking ball got him swinging. And 1 away here in the 8th inning. And we'll go to the top of the order. Jandro will step to the plate. Second strikeout now by McCarty.
Now batting the second baseman, number 40.
Mark 0 for 2 with a walk back in the 3rd inning. And McCarty ready to go to work once again. The pitch on the way is a called strike on the outside corner. We're starting now to see some life on that right side. You can now see the first baseman. That pitch low and outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. I do promise there is a right fielder in there. There is a center fielder in there. There is also a second baseman. I promise. We will require they wear dark uniforms next time. This pitch inside. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch drops in for a strike. We'll go to 2-2. The break-even pitch. This is hit to the right side, caught by the first baseman Hyatt, and 2 away. Here's McFadden. McFadden 0 for 3.
Now batting the left fielder, number 16, Andrew McFadden.
McFadden lifts this one high in the air. And there will be Allender to make the catch, and the Quakers go down easy here in the 8th inning. We will head to the top of the 9th. We're tied at 1. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
Finding a used car dealership you can trust is not an easy thing to do, but for me, the choice was an easy one. I went to Tony's Car Sales in Richmond. I purchased my last 2 cars from Tony's and couldn't be happier with the service. They didn't pressure me, and they worked with me through the entire process. If you're in the market for a great used vehicle, get to Tony's Car Sales in Richmond, 250 National Road West, or give them a call at 962-5665, or go to their website, tonyscarsales.com.
At Square Donuts, we take our donuts seriously, and apparently so do our customers. Square Donuts is by far the #1 donut shop in Richmond. At Square Donuts, we bake our donuts, cinnamon rolls, long johns, and many other varieties fresh daily. Donuts became our family tradition and business in 1967, and we've continued through 3 generations. Square Donuts in Richmond has 2 locations, including 1241 Northwest 5th Street and 3637 East Main in the Hoppy Jeweler Plaza. Square Donuts of Richmond. We never cut corners and never will.
Hale will lead things off here in the top of the 9th inning. Matt Mathias set to throw, a swing and a miss. Matt has opened up just about every hitter he has faced since back in the 7th inning with a strike. Hale 0 for 3, he's grounded out all 3 times. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and he's quickly behind it 0-2. Chua standing on deck. The stretch by Mathias. The pitch. Got him in 3. That is excellent pitching right there by Matt Mathias. Here's Chua.
The center fielder, number 10.
He drove in the game's only run for Wilmington back in the 6th inning. That came off Gerbis. Here's the pitch, and this is hit foul. No balls and a strike. Matt will come set. Here's the pitch on the way. Check swing. He went around. Completely fooled by the pitch. And Chua out of Lancaster, England. Quickly down at 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit into right field. That's going to fall in for a base hit. So Chua coming up big at 0-2, his second base hit. That's only the 3rd hit overall by both these teams.
The first baseman, number 29, Jake.
Here's Jake Hyatt. So now a man on here in the top of inning number 9. Hyatt has reached base twice, both on errors. The stretch again by Matthias. The pitch on the way, grounded in the hole as they had the second baseman, Jandro, going toward the bag, and he hit right behind Jandro for the base hit. So back-to-back singles. And now runners at first and second. Here's Short. Yeah, here's Miller. So Miller hitting in the spot of Short.
Number 6, Antonio Miller.
So now Miller steps to the plate, runners at first and second. 3 base hits now by Wilmington. The stretch by Matthias. The pitch on the way is a breaking ball in there for strike one. And we already saw Miller run the Wilmington Quakers out of the 7th inning. See if he'll redeem himself right here against the right-hander Matt Matthias. There is another right-hander throwing. That will be Spencer Owen for Earlham. The pitch. That's off the plate. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, for the first time, Matthias working in a little bit of trouble here late in this one. The stretch. Matthias look back again. Here's the pitch on the way, missed high and inside, 2-1. Chihuahua the lead at second base. Hyatt down at first base. Earlham out hit for the first time now in this series, 3-1. The stretch. And the pitch on the way, hit foul. Look out. We will go to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Boy, big pitch right here from Matthias. Want to get this guy if you can as Miller crowds the plate off the right side. The stretch. Matthias once again will come set. A look at the runner at second. Here's the runner taking off, and it's fouled off. Boy, Miller had a good cut, but a good jump by Chua at second base. We'll stay at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. 1 away here in the top of the 9th inning. Wilmington trying to get that go-ahead run. Down to third to get a base hit right here. Perhaps you take the lead 2-1. The stretch. Matthias' pitch on the way. This hit foul as, again, that one is a late swing by Miller. And we'll stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. We mentioned that Spencer Owen throwing in the bullpen. He is now stopped. He's going to watch some of the action here in the 9th inning. As Matthias trying to get out of a jam as he has a long look. Time will be called by Miller. By the way, the 2 hits given up by Matthias, those are the first 2 base runners that have gotten on base since he entered the game in the 7th. The stretch again by the senior. Throw back to second, and a close play as Chihuahua's back in time. Gerbis again will not get a decision in this one. 2 starts, and again, 2 no decisions now for Gerbis. The stretch by Matthias. The break-even pitch on the way. Check swing, and he went around. See you later, Miller. Big strikeout, 2 away. Here's McDaniel.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 44, Tyler McDaniel.
McDaniel, 0 for 2 with a sacrifice. And I think that's going to do it for Matthias. He is done. Spencer Owen will come in and take the baseball for Earlham. Quakers of Earlham, the Quakers of Wilmington, trying to get this final game of the 4-game series.
Drive in for the win and drive out with savings. It's a savings drive only at Wetzel Ford. Choose from our huge selection and drive away with a win. Right now, you can lease a 2017 Fusion S for only $249 a month for 36 months. Or lease a 2018 Flex for only $339 a month for 36 months. Or save over $4,500 and get 1.9% APR for 60 months on our huge selection of F-150 XLTs. Drive in for great savings during the savings drive at Wetzel Ford Richmond.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Well, Earlham back to their bullpen. They will go with their closer, Spencer Owen. This is his 4th appearance. He has thrown 3 innings, giving up just 1 hit, no runs, 7 strikeouts, and 2 walks. No record and no ERA so far in this young college baseball season. He will inherit runners at first and second. Both those runners, though, will belong to Matt Mathias. Other than the 2 base hits, Mathias again threw extremely well. Quakers are hoping that Spencer will get this half inning over with, and then Earlham's offense can go to work in the bottom of the 9th inning. So Spencer ready to go. Here we go with McDaniel stepping in. Either way this thing turns out, we'll look to the middle of the order for the Quakers. Dopp, Robertson, and Bach are all due up. Baker back in the lineup. He'll be hitting in the number 9 spot. So he may not get a chance to swing the bat. So Ian ready to receive Owen for the first time here in the 9th inning. The pitch is low for ball 1. Chua down at second base, Hyatt at first. Spencer Owen out of Bargersville, Indiana. The stretch. The check of the runner at second, and the pitch gets away from Bach, and that will be, well, it's going to be determined here, but at that pitch as high as it was, Bach had a chance to get a glove on it. I think that'd be a pass ball. Runners at second and third. The stretch by Owen. We're in a game show now. I'll just call it a huge mistake. No. Here's the stretch by Owen in the pitch. Inside corner for a strike. The other piece of advice, don't do that again. So Chua's at third, Hyatt down at second. 2 away here in the 9th inning. Swing and a miss. Good pitch by Spencer. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Twos across the board. Boy, who's going to crack here under pressure with McDaniel, the left-handed hitter, Spencer Owen, the closer. The stretch, the pitch, grounded back up the middle. That will not get through. The second baseman, Jandro, the throw to first, got him. Huge play by Jandro to get the out, and Earlham able to survive here in the 9th inning. We will head to the bottom half of inning number 9. We're tied at 1 apiece. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sport.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Well, Danny Dopp will lead things off here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Great defensive play by Jandro to get the out and prevent the go-ahead run from scoring. McCarty back out. There is a right-hander throwing in their bullpen. Earlham has a right-hander throwing as well. Jordan Christian is back up for Earlham.
The first baseman, number 7, Danny Dopp.
Looks like number 17 for Wilmington, which is Michael Weisenberger. And the pitch is low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Boy, chance to be selective right here, but boy, let's get old Danny on. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Boy, and Earlham again has just struggled offensively in this final game. Just 1 base hit. And the one who got the hit now to the ball game, Grace, way back in the 3rd. McCarty set to throw the pitch on the way. Breaking ball hit high in the air on the left side. Hale and Bly are there, and Bly will make the catch, 1 away. Here's Robertson. Robertson has walked twice, and he'll step to the plate for the 4th time. He is facing McCarty for the first time here today, and that breaking pitch is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Wilmington again, opportunities to perhaps get the lead. They let him go by as that pitch is low, 2-0. But it took a heck of a play by Jandro to get the out to finish out the 9th inning. You're talking about leaving runners at 2nd and 3rd in the top of the 9th inning. And time called. And now there are 2 right-handers throwing for the Wilmington Quakers. McCarty set to throw the pitch on the way, and another breaking ball. And you can see his delivery when he's ready to throw a breaking pitch. His arm action really slows down. That ought to be something that the Earlham hitters will pick up. But so far, that has not been the case. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And it's low. And we'll go to 3-1. See if the Quakers of Earlham can get a base runner right here. 3 balls and a strike to Robertson. The wind and the pitch on the way, and he lost him. So Earlham has a man on, exactly what you're looking for. 3rd walk of the day by Robertson. Here's Ian Bach.
The catcher, number 5, Ian Bach.
Anthony Morgan on deck. So now the runner at first, Robertson. The stretch by McCarty. Good lead again, and a quick run back to first as McCarty will turn and look him back. Well, a lot of mind games will be played right now as Earlham trying to shake the right-hander up. This is going to be tapped to the left side. This is going to be trouble as Hale will field and throw, and he got him at first. Boy, Ian, maybe he's going to beat that throw out 2 away, but now Earlham has a runner in scoring position. And here's Morgan.
Now batting, number 12, Anthony Morgan.
Morgan up for the first time, hitting .333 and a left-handed hitter. And now Bothorf will go out and talk with McCarty. Well, the good news is the fog is gone. And we are now 1 out away from extra innings. Robertson lead down at second base. The stretch again by McCarty. Boy, McCarty, there's time called. He took way too long for Anthony Morgan. Again, Jordan Christian is throwing in the Earlham bullpen. We may see him next. This is going to be interesting the rest of the way. The pitch, it stays up high. 1 ball, no strikes. I only say that because both teams have used, and especially Wilmington, they've used a ton of pitchers in the 4 games. And now a walk to the mound, and we may have seen the last of McCarty. Again, as I mentioned, there are 2 right-handers throwing in the bullpen. Steve Sackasit's coming out. We'll have a meeting with Anthony Morgan. And we have 3 meetings going on right now. 1 at home plate, 1 on the mound, and then 1 between first and second as we see Robertson come back in. All 3 Earlham coaches now getting together as well. Meeting is broken up, and let's see what Earlham plans to do right here with 2 away. If you're Bothorf, you like the idea that Morgan is a left-handed hitter. If the Earlham Quakers try to steal Robertson, you have a clear throw to third. 1 ball, no strikes. The stretch by McCarty. The check of the runner at second. Here's the pitch on the way, and that is slapped foul. Good cut by Morgan. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Stretch again by McCarty. The pitch. This one lined into center field. Should be an easy play, but it's not. It drops in, heading to the plate, and Earlham wins in the bottom of the 9th inning. Morgan able to slap that one into center field for the win. How about that? And Earlham wins it by a final of 2-1. Just 2 base hits for the Quakers of Earlham in this final game. I didn't think that ball was going to get down, and it did. Chua may have gotten a late start on it, and by the time he recovered with 2 outs, Robertson was off to the races. Earlham sweeps the 4 games. Earlham now 8-0 on the season. Wilmington falling to 0-4. Spencer Owen will get the win. McCarty will take the loss. 1 run, 3 hits, and an error for Wilmington. Earlham, 2 runs on just 2 hits and 1 error. Earlham back in action. They'll have a couple of days off. They'll take on Kalamazoo Saturday, March 10th at 3 o'clock. That's a doubleheader. And then they'll take on Kalamazoo Sunday, March the 11th at noon, before they head to Florida for 6. But the final score in the 4th game, and an exciting one here at the end, is Earlham able to pull out a close one and they beat Wilmington by a final of 2-1. Anthony Morgan with the game-winning hit. Robertson scores the game-winning run. Thanks for being with us. We will see you next time. This has been Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Quaker fans, thank you for coming for another win of Earlham College baseball. Please get home safely and clean up after yourselves.